Hi viewers, I'm here today with the new Leapfrog Switch Founders called the Red Whammer Switch Founders. This is from 2004. These are the users. Here's the machine. Here's the top side, the other side, the front and the back. It's a 2004 today. It is low volume and a high volume. So, let's play.
Professor Quigley here. Let's learn letters. Put a letter into the word whammer. A says A and A. A says A and A. Ah! That's a scary monster. A says A and A. A says A and A says A. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. B says B. 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 Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. C says and. C says and. C says and. It's cold in here. C says and. C says and. C says. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. D says D. D says D. D says D. I love to drum, Daddy. D says D. D says D. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. E says E and S. E says E and S. E says E and S. You have to speak up. E says E and S. E says E and E says S. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. F says I love to fly. F says every letter makes a sound. Put J. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer.
H.
H says, H says, H says, it's hot in here. H says, H says, every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. I says I and it. I says I and it. I says I and it.
This is icky.
I says I and it. I says I and I says it. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. J says J. J says J. J says J. I love to jump. J says J. J says J. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. K says, K says, K says,
It's a kick to learn the sound of K.
K says, K says, every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. L says ooh. L says ooh. L says ooh. I love to lick lollipops. L says ooh. L says ooh. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer.
M.
M says M says M says
I make a marvelous sound.
M says M says every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. N says N says N says I like to nibble on noodles. N says N says every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. O says O and O. O says O and O. O says O and O.
I like odd birds, like ostriches.
O says O and O. O says O and O says O. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. P says P says P says please make some popcorn. P says P says every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. Q says what? Q says what? Q says what? I should what? Quietly. Put a letter into the word. Q says what? Q says what? Q says what? Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. R says R says R says let's race. R says says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. S says S says S says I see you with snake. S says S says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. T says T says T says I tap dance to a tune. T says T says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. U says you and U says you and U says you and I love to stand under my umbrella. Put a letter into the word whammer. U says you and U says you and U says you and U says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. V says V says V says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. W says W says W says
Whoa, 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 wow. Let's wiggle.
W says W says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. X says X says X-rays show bones in a body. X says Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. Y says y and I. Y says y and I. Y says y and I. I love to yell, yippee! Y says y and I. Y says y and Y says I. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer. Put a letter in. Z says Z. Z says Z. Z says Z.
Catch some Z's when your day is done.
Z says Z. Z says Z. Every letter makes a sound. Put a letter into the word whammer.
Professor Quigley here. Time to build words. Put 3 letters into the word whammer.
Build your own word. Put the first letter C. Letter O.
Do what piano? The hand. Now
Put
what
another
piano?
letter into the word whammer.
Now this is
Letter G.
onwards.
Press the 3 letters to hear the word you made. D O G. Dog. D O G. Dog. You made one of my favorite words. Dog. Great word. Please put another letter into the word whammer. Letter F. Letter U.
There's a crossword.
Letter C. Letter F. Letter U.
Nope,
Letter
it
C.
doesn't do it.
Let's build a word. Put 3 new letters into the word whammer.
How about
Letter N. F-U-N. Fun. Fun. Great word. The word fun is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Fun. Please put another letter into the word grammar.
That's better name.
Please put another letter into the word grammar.
Kijk en name. Jong zaken. T.
Letter T.
A.
Letter A.
T.
Letter D. T. A. D. Chad. Chad. You made one of my favorite words. Chad. You made my name. Great word. Please put another letter into the word grammar.
Let's do one more. Then go to word hunt.
Letter I.
Put an uppercase letter followed by a lowercase.
Letter V. Letter Y. I. V. Y. Ivy. I. E. Ivy. Great word. The word ivy is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Please put another letter into the word grammar. Please put another letter M. Please put another letter into the word grammar. Letter A.
There.
Letter N. A. N. Man. Man. Great word. The word man is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Man. Please put another letter into the word. Letter N. Letter C. Letter O. Letter Y. B. O. Y. Boy. 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 Great word. The word boy is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Boy. Boy. Please put it. Letter T. T. O. Y. Toy. Boy. Toy. Great word. The word toy is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Please
I
put
learned to
another
have the
letter
word.
into the word grammar.
Let's do it.
Letter Y.
Time to let's do word hunt.
Quigley's the name. Word Hunt's the game.
Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word match. M-A-T. Match. Letter T. M-A-T. Spell match.
Zippity-doo. Zippity-dat. Make a new word that rhymes with match. Pull out the first letter. Let's make a new line. Letter. It works
Make
every
a
time.
rhyme.
Hatch. Great rhyming word. Hatch rhymes with match. Ta-da!
Yes, the sheep.
Cat. Great rhyming word. Cat rhymes with match. Ta-da!
And of course, the champion that he was. Alex, thank you very much. So thank you so much. Glad to have you with us tonight. We'll be talking with you more.
Sack. Great rhyming word. Sack rhymes with match. Ta-da!
Let's hunt up another word to spell.
New reaction tonight from both President Biden and President-elect.
Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word rim. R-I-M. Rim. Rim starts with the letter R.
I'm going to put the letter R here. because it's wrong.
Letter R goes in the spot with the blinking light.
I'm going to put
Letter
it
R goes in the
Right.
spot with the blinking light. What an Letter R goes in the spot with the blinking light. What a Letter R. Letter I. The next letter in the word rim is the letter M. Letter M. R-I-M. Spell rim. Great word! The word rim is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Rim. Let's hunt up another word to spell. Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word hem. H-E-M. Hem. Hem. Letter H. Letter E. Letter E. Letter E. The next letter in the word hem is the letter M. Letter N. We're looking for letter M. Find the correct letter. Put it in the letter M. H-E-M. Spell hem. Great word! The word hem is what you see. You made that super duper excellently. Let's hunt up another word to spell. Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word den. D-E-N. Den. Letter D. Letter E. The next letter is letter N. D-E-N. Spell den. Zippity-doo. Zippity-den. Make a new word that rhymes with den. Pull out the first letter. Let's make a new rhyme. Drop in the great word. Rhymes with den. Let's hunt up another word to spell. Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word lit. L-I-T. Lit. Letter L. Letter I. Letter T. L-I-T. Spell lit. Zippity-doo. Zippity-doo. Make a new word that rhymes with lit. Pull out the first letter. Let's make a new rhyme. Drop in a new letter. It works every time. That's a funny rhyme. Bit. Great rhyming word. Bit rhymes with lit. That's a funny rhyme. Let's hunt up another word to spell.
To work together for peace.
Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word pup. P-U-P. Pup. Pup starts with the letter P.
Thank you so much for being here.
Letter P.
You heard Peter lay out what the department did after his presidency here.
The next letter.
Global stage that in so
Letter
ways
U.
helps to define him and work. Do you think so important?
Letter P. P-U-P. Spell pup. Great word.
My friend on the show. This is musical note. It says the alphabet song. Because I will end the video.
Hunt up another word to spell.
Thank you for watching. And let's do it.
Let's hunt for the letters that spell the
Yes,
word
yes.
cod.
I hope you enjoyed this video.
Cod.
Conflict resolution, all the big issues of the 21st century.
Cod starts with the letter C.
Play the alphabet song.
Letter O. Letter D. C-O-D. Spell cod.
Great word. The word cod is what you see. You made that super duper excellently.
Cod.
And he was barefoot.
Let's hunt up another word to spell. Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word hit. H-I-T. Hit. Letter H.
In politics.
Letter T. H-I-T. Spell hit. Zippity-doo. Zippity-dip. Make a new word that rhymes with hit.
Pull out the first letter. Let's make fit. Great rhyming word.
Fit rhymes with hit.
Ta-da!
And let's play the alphabet song. Let's do one more word. And play it one more time.
Let's hunt up another word to spell. Let's hunt for the letters that spell the word get. G-E-T. Get. Letter G. Letter E. Letter T. G-E-T. Spell get. Zippity-doo. Zippity-dat. Make a new word that rhymes with get.
Pull out the first letter. Let's make a new rhyme. Drop in a new letter. It works every time.
Yet.
Great rhyming word.
Yet rhymes with
Everybody to share. Once again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Zippity-doo. Zippity-dat. Make a new word that rhymes with get.
Pull out the first letter.
Subscribe to my
Make a new
channel.
rhyme. Drop in a new letter. It works every time.
I see you. Play the alphabet song.